Seville and Tangent. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arizona's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game. When you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Davidson. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. It's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Offense changing the play. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Searching forward on the sneak.
4th and 1. I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease. Pick up the first. Keep the drive alive.
With the catch, it's McFadden. There he goes! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Pressure coming, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Can't get him to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Davidson. Working that left side now. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. He'll try the left side. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate. Kind of offense, down 10-0. Back to throw, it's Davidson. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. He's at... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's McFadden. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10.
Military stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Turning it on! He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he tacks on the extra point. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Davidson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Richardson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. Seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Wants to throw on first down. tried to throw it before he wanted.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Richardson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Davidson. Looking left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Swings it out to the flat. They'll mark it down, and that'll be enough for an Arizona first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. Touchdown, Arizona. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is a job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Turns it on in midfield. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Back to the ground game on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Quick completion on the outside. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's caught. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And off from the shotgun. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes the catch. It's McFadden. And they get him down. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Finds his man. It's Brown. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is currently working from behind. On how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 2 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Davidson. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Firing to the right, complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He lobs one high down the left side. It's him in stride inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. All business today for this